Yes. The fourth element is promotion mix, which I had introduced yesterday. Promotion mix. I told you promotion mix. Promotion mix. So it is the element of what? Marketing mix. So basic, our main topic is marketing mix, and it has the 4 subtopics. Yes, Ankita, which 4 subtopics are there in marketing mix? I am unmuting you, beta. Yes, Ankita. Tell me all the 4 variables of marketing mix.
Ma'am, advertising.
No, beta, I am not asking about promotion mix. I am asking about the marketing mix. It has 4 variables, which is the main topic. Marketing mix.
Ma'am, actually, I don't remember.
Okay, no issues. So anyone who is remembered? Yes, Vidyanshi, very good. I have unmuted you, Vidyanshi.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, product mix, price
Very
mix,
good.
place mix, and promotion mix.
Very good. Product mix, price mix, place mix, and the last one is the promotion mix. Very good, Vidyanshi. So all the previous 3 we have already done: product mix, place mix, and price
Ma'am,
mix.
ma'am, should I
Yes,
mute
yes,
myself?
beta. Yes, beta. Vaishali, today you have entered very late. Vaishali and Yash. You both know very well that I never give entry in my class to the latecomers. As this is your first time, so I have allowed you. Okay. So promotion mix means in product mix, we are actually deciding about the product. 3 important decisions are taken over there: branding, labeling, and packaging. In price mix, we are fixing the price. In place mix, we are making the goods available in the market, because customers will be demanding the product, and when the goods will not be available in the market, then it cannot be sold off. So goods are made available in the place mix. So now let's talk about promotion mix. Promotion mix means creating the awareness about the product. Yesterday we discussed it, that promotion refers to the use of communication tools with the twin objectives. Yesterday I told you these twin objectives. First objective is providing information. If any firm, any business is using promotion, it means it is providing information to the consumer regarding the products. And promotion is not limited only up to providing the information. Rather, the main function of the promotion is convincing the consumers. Convincing or persuading. Persuading means attracting, forcing the consumers so that your product is sold in the market. You all know that there is a lot of competition in the market, and your competitors are also selling good quality products at the best prices. So making sale is a very difficult task nowadays. So promotional tools are used by each and every business firm to create an awareness among the consumer about the product, as well as to convince them, to tell them why their product is better than others' product, why their product is best than others' product. So for doing this promotion, different tools are used by a businessman. So what are those tools? I told you yesterday, promotion mix has contained 4 elements. First element is advertising. Second element is personal selling. Personal selling. Third element is sales promotion. And the fourth element is public relations. Yes, public relations. Here, so these are the 4 elements in promotion mix. So first element is advertising, and it is up to the firm or the businessman that which of all these elements he is going to use. He can use only a single element, like he is doing only advertising, or he can use a combination of all these to get the better effects. But out of all four, advertising is the most commonly used element. Advertising is the most commonly used element, and it is used by everyone, whether a business is a small business or a large business. So you must know about the advertising, what is advertising and how it is done. So let's talk about advertising. Let's test your knowledge about advertising. Yes, I am unmuting few students. Yes, Himanshu, unmute yourself,
Good,
beta.
good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, beta. What do you know about advertising? And what type of advertisements you have seen and where you have seen?
मैम मैम एडवर्टाइजमेंट एक प्रॉपर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट टाइप का होता है जिसमें 5 ईयर अराउंड
Okay, it's a contract. You are saying
Yes,
that
ma'am.
advertising is a contract. So this contract is free of cost or you have to pay something for this?
मैम वी हैव टू पे
Yes. So advertising is always a paid form, we can say. Advertising is always a paid form. And what can be the medium of advertising?
मैम टीवी चैनल्स रेडियो
Yes, very good. What else?
एंड पोस्टर्स
Yes, banners, pamphlets in newspapers. In newspaper, you can see that many banners are there. Sometimes many posters are there. Yes, Siddhi, I have unmuted you. Yes. Would you like to tell something about advertisement, Siddhi? Yes, beta.
Advertisements can be seen on TV channels, radios, and
Yes.
sometimes you can also see popular celebrities that advertise the products.
Yes, very good. And what is the need of celebrities in advertisements? What is the need of celebrities in advertisements, Siddhi?
Ma'am, so that people know about our product and they are convinced to buy the product.
Yes, very good. Because the people look the celebrities as their role models and they easily believe on them. Suppose Amitabh Bachchan is doing advertisement of a particular hair oil. So the people who like Amitabh Bachchan will be really convinced to buy that particular hair oil. Why? Because that hair, if the Amitabh Bachchan is using that particular hair oil, it means there must be something good in that oil. That's why Amitabh Bachchan is using. So that's why for doing advertising, mostly the companies, the big companies are appointing the brand ambassadors and the other celebrities to get to convince the consumers more. So now let's talk about the definition of the advertising. Advertising is the most commonly used tool of promotion, most commonly used tool as well as the oldest tool of promotion. It provides information regarding the benefits, price, availability, etc. of the goods and services. So the one important word in the definition of advertising is it is a paid form. Advertising is a paid form. It means for doing advertising, we need to pay something. Free of cost, we cannot do any advertisements. So we have to pay to the ad agency, to the celebrities, to the script writer, to each and everyone, or we can collectively, we can give a contract to some ad agency and they will be taking care of all these things. So it is a paid form and this cost is never bear by the manufacturer. Already I have told you that cost is transferred to the consumer in the form of increased prices. Impersonality. These advertisements are always impersonal. Impersonal means for doing the advertisement, if a company is doing the advertisement, then there is no face-to-face contact in between the buyer and the seller. So they are always impersonal. Next, identified sponsors. Advertisings are undertaken by the identified sponsors like Times of India, Asianet, Air India, Pepsi. All these are the identified sponsors. You must have seen that particular reality show is sponsored by, like Dance Devane is coming nowadays, so that is sponsored by Maruti Suzuki. Sponsored by means, so that show is actually done by the Maruti Suzuki, and they are doing their advertisements there, and for that they are making a huge payment to the channel. So these are done always by the identified sponsor. Next, advantages of advertising. So what are the advantages? This is not in your course. So if it is in your old book, you can delete this topic. This topic is deleted from the curriculum. Then limitations, it is also deleted. Limitations or objections of advertising, it is also deleted. Now come to the second element, that is personal selling. It's a very easy topic. Personal selling means selling goods personally. So whenever you visit to a shop, along with the owner, there are always salesmen. There are always salesmen. So those salesmen are having a face-to-face interaction with the buyer, and on the same spot they are explaining the product. They are convincing the buyer to buy the product. They are telling each and everything about the product, product's quality, product's feature, and why this product is better than other products, product different models, in which color the product is available. Each and everything is told to the consumers. So the important thing is convincing the buyer, because when we watch advertisements on TV, then we are convinced. But when actually we go to the market, then we may have a look at the different other products also. So we may change our decision to buy a particular product. So in that case, what is done? So in that case, the role of salesman comes into existence. Role of salesman or sales girl comes into existence. They try to convince the buyer. They try to convince the persuade the buyer to buy that product only. So the important role of the sales, personal selling or salesmanship is informing the consumer as well as convincing. They play more role in the convincing the consumer as compared to advertisements. Because nowadays what the people do, they skip the advertisements. Whenever there is an ad on the TV, they change the channel so that they are least bothered about watching the ads. So the overall responsibility comes on the salesman. So actually they do the work of persuading or convincing the buyer to buy the product. Here, so now what are the features? Personal communication, which was not present there in the advertisement. Then two-way communication means both buyers and sellers both can communicate with each other. Like in advertisement, there is only a one-way communication. Only the seller is telling about the product. If you are having any query or anything you want to ask about the seller, you cannot ask while watching the advertisement. But in salesmanship or personal selling, there is a two-way communication. Same time, buyer's query can be resolved. Contact only to a limited number of customers. In personal salesmanship, the salesman is having a contact with limited number of customers. Direct feedback can be collected. If the consumer is not ready to buy that product, then the salesman can ask, what is the problem in this product? Give us your feedback so that we can do the improvement in this product. So more useful for industrial and customer products. So this is all about the personal selling. And one more thing is there, which is not written here. I just want to tell you that is the personal salesmanship makes the relationship, personal relationship or personal relation, because salesmen are same in the shops for the years, the old salesmen, and they have made their relationship with the old customers. So whenever you are visiting that particular shop, आप यही बोलोगे, आप वेट कर लोगे, आप ये बोलोगे कि जब वो वाले भैया फ्री हो जाएंगे, मैं उन्हीं से सामान देखूंगी. क्यों? Because he knows my choice. उसको पता है कि मुझे क्या लेना है. So it means the salesman makes a personal relationship with the buyer, and just because of this relationship, the buyer always visit to that particular shop. If that particular salesman is busy with some other customer, then the buyer is even ready to wait for him or her, because he knows him very well. He knows his choices. Clear? So this is all about the personal selling. So we have already done all the features: personal interaction, two-way communication, relationship. When the seller and buyer comes together, they may improve relationship between customers and sellers. Then difference between advertising and personal selling. So nature, impersonal, this is personal. Both the concepts we have done. Now easily you can do the differentiation. Cost per person is very low in advertising, as suppose a firm has spent rupees 1 crore on advertisement, and that advertisement has always a mass reach. So that advertisement is watched by everyone in the country as well as beyond the country, because TV channels are everywhere. So the cost per person in advertising is very low. Suppose 1 crore is spent and advertisement is seen by 10 crore people. So it means only 10 paisa per person will be there. But cost per person is very high, as you are appointing the salesman. So a single salesman cannot cannot interact with the mass. At one time, he is handling only one consumer. Flexibility. Advertising is not flexible. Suppose an ad is coming in English and some people are not able to understand English. So in that case, the language of the advertisement cannot be changed. Ad is same for each and everyone, whether they are able to understand that particular ad or not. Highly flexible. Salesman will change his tone, his language as per the need of consumers. So it is highly flexible. If a very well educated person enters in a shop, then he will talk with that person in that manner only, maybe in English. And if a normal person, village person enters in that shop and he has assumed that he is not able to understand English, then he may talk in Hindi. So it's very flexible. Media used in advertising, we are using the mass media, and here we are using only a single salesperson. Time covers the entire market in short time, because advertisement, once it is displayed on the TV, in the newspaper, then it entires the whole consumers in the market. But personal selling takes long time to cover market. Feedback. In advertising, the company is not able to get back the feedback. So whether the consumers are liking the product or not. But in personal selling, immediate feedback we can take from the customer. If the customer has purchased the good, it means the customer has liked the good. Some companies are also giving the survey form, consumer satisfaction survey form to the customers, whether in which you have to give them points or star them, so that they can identify whether their customers are satisfied or not. So in salesmanship, we can get the direct and immediate feedback. Next, sales promotion. So it is very important along with the personal selling and advertising. What is sales promotion? Basically, sales promotion, sometimes the students may get confused in between promotion and sales promotion. And they assume that these two words are same. But these two words are not same. They have different meaning. Promotion is a whole concept in which all the tools are included: advertising, salesmanship, sales promotion, and public relation. But sales promotion is just a part. It is just a part. Part of what? Part of promotion mix. So sales promotion mix, it is forever. We will be doing it promotion on continuous basis. But sales promotion is only a short-term incentive. Short-term, they are offered for the short-term period. Like discounts are never there forever. They are offered at the time of some particular occasions, like at Diwali. All the manufacturers know it very well that at the time of religious festival, maybe it's Diwali, Holi, or maybe the Eid for the Mohammedans and Christmas for the Christians. So at that time, the people will be spending maximum of their money in purchasing goods, whether it is electronic items, garments, and other furnishing items, crockery, carpets, each and everything. They used to spend money on their religious festivals. So at that time, to attract the buyers, mostly the sellers are offering great discounts, rebates, offers, lucky draw, scratch a card, usable benefits, refunds, product combination. buy one Maggie packet and get one Maggie soup free. So all these are activities are known as sales promotion. So in your project also, you have to do at least 2 or 3 promotional activities to sell your product in the market. So while doing the promotion mix, you will be doing the advertising as well as the sales promotion. These two will be the part of your project also, advertising and sales promotion. So sales promotion refers to short-term use of incentives. Short-term. Remember this thing, short-term. Short-term means promotional efforts are done only for a limited period. Like discounts are offered only for on the weekends only. Or we can say at the time of special occasions like national festivals like 15 August, 26 January. So at this time the discounts are offered. And why these incentives are taken? To stimulate the customers to buy the product. Customers want to buy the product, but right now he is not buying. Why? Maybe he is waiting for some offers, some discounts. Suppose you want to take a TV and it's the month of September. So you can delay your demand for 2 months because at the end of the October or in the beginning of the November, there will be Diwali. And on Diwali, you can get maximum offers on electronic products. So you can wait till then. So they wait till the offer comes. So that's why it is written that sales promotion activities have a direct impact on the consumer, and there it has been seen that as soon as these offers are given, so there is a great increase in the demand. So it stimulates the customer to buy the product. And these includes all the promotional efforts other than advertising, personal selling and publicity used by a company to boost its sales. So what all about the sales promotion? Here I just want to tell you one thing that in the previous years we used to teach all these sales promotion techniques, methods or tools, but from the last year this has been deleted from your course. So you can see that only meaning will be there in your book. But for your product, I am giving you just a brief intro of all these promotional activities or techniques, and any two you have to select according to the nature of your product, not on random basis. Rebate. Rebate is a special incentive offered by the manufacturer to the consumer. So rebate is quite different with the discount. Discount is mostly given in the percentage form. Okay, but this rebate is given mostly in the rupees, like rupees 5 off, rupees 5 off, rupees 50,000 off on buying a car. A particular brand of car is giving 50,000 off. So when a particular amount, absolute figure is given, then it is known as rebate. Clear? Discount. Discount is mostly in percentage form, 10% off, 20% off, 30% off, 5% off. Next, refund. Refund means refunding a part of price paid by the customer on presenting some proof of purchase. For example, if you are returning back the 5 pouches of mother dairy milk, then on you will get back 5 rupees. So this is the refund. Okay, or you will get 5 rupees off on the next purchase. This is the refund. So sampling means distributing the products free of cost. So this technique can be taken by everyone, but not by the students who have made a luxurious product or the expensive product. You cannot do sampling for the laptops. You cannot do sampling for the mobile phones. But for all the FMCG products, means grocery items, you can do the sampling. Biscuits, sauces, shampoo, all these can be sampled. Contest. Some companies are conducting contests to create an awareness of their product. So, and the customers are requested to participate in those contests, and they will be having a chance to win exciting prizes. Like example, Bonvita contest, drawing competitions. Maybe you must have been participated in the drawing contest held in your school by some outsider. So they will be giving the colors and other things to the students. So lucky draw contest, lucky draw boxes are kept in different places in the shops, and you can put your slip in the lucky draw box, and draw will be made after some time. Quantity gift means giving at the same price some quantity extra, like 10% more. It is mentioned on the label. Whatever promotional techniques you are going to introduce, that will be mentioned on your label. So you have to mention it on your label. 10% more, 33% more. So this more does not mean increase in price. Earlier the product was for rupees 100 rupees. Now again the product is for rupees 100 rupees. Earlier you were getting maybe 100 gram, but now with the 10% more, you are getting quantity as 110 grams, but the price remains same. So this is known as quantity gift. Okay, product combinations means giving one product free with some other product. Suppose you are buying 2 plus 1, buy 2 get 1 free. So this is not product combination, this is quantity discount. Buy 2 get 1 free, buy 3 get 2 free. Mostly in malls, so you have uh, seen this type of offers. They are displayed at the windows of the mall, so that the customers are attracted. So this is buy 2. If we are getting the same product extra, then it is known as quantity gift. But if we are getting some one product free with some other product, then it is known as product combination. Like buy a 32 inches LED TV and get a DVD player free. Mobile handset free with mobile. Here with the biscuits, or we can say with a tea bag of 500 gram, a packet of biscuit is free. With Maggi noodles of 400 gram, one Maggi soup is free. So these are the product combinations. With toothpaste, toothbrush is free. With shampoo, conditioner is free. It means some other product is free. So that is known as product combination. Financing. Financing to the students, all those who have made the expensive products, they can take financing as their promotional scheme. In financing, the product is sold in the easy installments, which are known as EMIs. Sometimes these installments are free of cost, so that the product is affordable for everyone. Expensive products like washing machine, refrigerator, TV, laptop are not affordable by each and everyone. So what the companies are doing to attract the consumers, they are selling their product on easy financing schemes. So they are getting the products by paying just a small amount as a down payment, and the rest of the amount they can pay in installments. Sometimes these installments are interest free and sometimes not interest free. So this is all about sales promotion. So what you have to do, you have to introduce any 2 or 3 sales promotional schemes. It may be discount, it may be rebate or product combination, refund, and if your product is expensive, then it may be a full financing scheme or lucky draw or scratch card, etc. So you have to select any 2 or 3 schemes for your product. So the last element is public relations. Last element is public relation. So what is public relation? As the name implies, wait a minute.